live with Tao. Eyes are window to innerness. Except eyes, everything in the human face is false. When I say your words, your face gestures are all false except your eyes. Eyes have their own language of communication. Eyes communicate. The energy, the light flows through the eyes. And when you understand the language of the eyes, then face, your words, your messages all begin to radiate that. So before entering into any technique, touching the eyeballs like a feather, when you touch your eyeballs like a feather, it connects you to your heart center. And something opens up in the heart center, innerness. The energy begins to flow, it begins to mellow, softness, and there permeates the cosmos. So you have to understand that eyes are the window to the innerness. Eyes are the connection. Through the eyes, you are connected to the heart. Eyes cannot deceive. Your words may be deceptive. A man or a woman can say something, I love you. The words may be false, but eyes do not deceive. Something has to be understood about the eyes because the whole process of transformation depends on understanding the language of the eyes. Whatsoever you are, whatsoever you appear from outside, without, is false. But you cannot deceive the eyes. Women are very much capable of reading the eyes, the language of the eyes. It is difficult to deceive them. They look into the eyes when you meet. And there, so when I say women, the feminine mind is capable of reading the message through the eyes. You, you cannot create a false eye, you cannot create a false vision. You can create a false face, you can not falsify your eyes. It is impossible. Unless you become a perfect master like Gurdjieff, unless you become a perfect master of all your energies flowing different centers, you cannot falsify your eyes. No ordinary man, ordinary human can do that. You cannot falsify your eyes. That is why If someone looks into your eyes, stares into your eyes, you begin to feel offended. And the phrases are used, why are you staring at me? And it is making me feel uncomfortable. But we have the meditations when you look deeply into the eyes, gazing. You can do it through the object first. You take a candlelight, or you can take a finger and keep on looking into it. These are the processes through which the process of looking into the eyes without wavering begins. Then you start doing the mirror gazing. You are looking into your eyes in the mirror. Then you can do that mirror gaze, gazing into the eyes of your spouse. You can do that with your master. Then you learn to understand, to read, to decipher the language of the eyes, and the communication begins through the eyes. Even while talking, sometimes to the people, you go on avoiding the eyes. We don't look into the eyes while we are talking. Unless you are in love with someone, unless someone is ready to be true with you, you cannot stay. There is a limit. Psychologists have observed that the limit is 30 seconds. You cannot look into the eyes for more than 30 seconds. With a stranger, you can stare for 30 seconds alone and no more. 30 seconds only. And slowly, if love deepens, you understand the innerness of your spouse. You can keep on looking into the eyes of the others. The process candle, lit candle, or your finger, just keep on looking at it. Then you start looking in. Slowly you reach to the point, eyes of your spouse. Look into the eyes of your spouse or your master. You have learned to know your innerness, and then nobody can deceive you. When somebody says something, you know what does it mean. You can stare from a far away point. This is how it goes on. In a crowded train or a crowded elevator, sitting or standing close together, you never look at each other's eyes. We do not. Never we look into the eyes of each other. You can touch the body, that is, and nobody feels offensive. But you never look into the eyes of each other, because that will be too much, too near. Eyes are the closest. When you look into the eyes and learn, if you want to start feeling a closeness with someone, start looking into his or her eyes. So you are entering. First, first thing to remember, eyes have no personality. Face has a personality. Words e- express ego sense. There is no personality. They are natural. They are spontaneous. They are pure. The eyes are innocent. There is no personality. The second thing to remember, you move into the world almost only through the eyes. They say nearly 80%. Those who have been working with eyes, the psychologists, they say that 80% of the contact with the world is through the. This is how it is recognized her master. She knew, the person knew the eyes and confirmed that through the eyes, not through the face, but through the eyes. That is why whenever you see a blind man, you feel pity. You never feel so much pity when you see a deaf man. But when you see a blind, suddenly you feel sympathetic and compassion flows. Why? Because he is 80% non alive. Eyes are alive. But you have to learn the art of making them alive. A deaf man is not so much non alive. Even if your feet are cut off and your hands are cut, you will not be 80% closed, 20%. So, significance of eyes, understanding the language of eyes is very significant in the process of transformation. Through your eyes, 80% of your energy moves out. And when you learn the art through the art of gazing and into your totally different manner, you are moving into the world through your eyes. And when you get tired, the first thing is the eyes. Later on, other parts of the body will feel affected. Eyes will be the first to be drained out of the energy. And when you learn the art of gazing, through the gazing, then energy does not flow out, instead, it remains conserved. If you can refresh your eyes, you can refresh your whole body. So that is why when you make the cup of your palm and cover your eyeballs, you feel relaxed. And this becomes a kind of a meditation. It connects you to the energy that is flowing now through the heart. It is the energy that is passing through the life force that is passing various centers, and heart is the fifth or the last center. And the heart. In the heart, there are lower and the upper emotions. So the moment, and then finally the energy starts flowing through the heart center, compassion, and then through the eyes, the energy is conserved and through flows outwards. You can refresh your whole body because you are 80% of your, because they are 80% of your eyes. If you can revitalize your eyes, you have revitalized yourself, your whole being. In a natural surrounding, you never feel as tired as you feel in an unnatural city. Because in a natural environment, natural surrounding, your eyes are continuously fed. So the fresh atmosphere, everything refreshes your eyes and feeds them. In a modern city, everything exploits your eyes and nothing leads you. Imagine you are passing through plants and trees. You feel walk, we go to a park or such a space. You do not go to the busy shopping mall or such area. In a feeds them. So you or to a park, or you can just remain sitting bench in the shopping mall, but you will not feel refreshed as you will feel when you are sitting on a bench under a tree in a park. The twinkling, the quality will be different. Fresh, animal like, penetrating, alive, and dancing. In a modern city, they are dead and living only on minimum. They do not know the festivity. When you look into, and then the eyes are directly connected to the mind, to the thought process. When you are gazing, why it relaxes the moment you are doing the mirror gazing or the finger or the candlelight, your connection with the thought process is severed and a relaxation comes in. And when you are looking into the eyes of your master or into your spouse, slowly and slowly you get connected to your heart center and you start feeling refreshed. But we never look into the eyes of our spouse. When a person's vision is close to the out, because your energy is not moving his energy is moving through in a different manner. The eyes of wisdom are open for a particular reason, because every misfortune can be transformed into a great opportunity. 80% of your energy moves through the eyes, and when a person is blind, 80% of his energy, he is 80% not alive to the outer world. His connection with the outer world is lost by 80%. He is poor as far as the world without is concerned. But if he can use this opportunity of being blind, then he can use the 80% of energy for inner world. So when you are doing the practice of mirror gazing or candle gazing or the finger gazing, you are severing your connection with the outer world. In him that way. But and this is happening in that manner. So 80% of your energy is with you. It becomes a reservoir, and the energy that normally moves out can move starts moving within. Because when you are moving in the outer world of objects and beings, thoughts continue to arise when you see an object or being. So that you are not seeing, so that connection is severed, and now the energy is not moving outward. The eye of wisdom is developed. Just we used for him who is blind to the outer eyes, we use the word prajnam, chakshu. Prajnam means wisdom, and chakshu means eyes. The eyes of the wisdom are open in this man, just to make him aware that he should not be sorry or worried that he does not have the eyes. He can create an inner eye, and 80% of his energy will remain conserved within him. Those who have eyes, he can move it, he can use it. So the meditation is the process, the mirror gazing or looking into the eyes of an individual or in your own eyes. You are trying to sever the connection of your eyes, energy flowing through the. You would have realized you used to feel quite often tired, and now you are not feeling that. And because of the your vision, your vision starts deteriorating. When as the meditation deepens, the eyesight example did in 2017, 8 years ago. The glasses that was used after, and it is said that every 2 years you have to test your eyes because the vision continues to get less. And then The glasses that was made 2 years after are not working with me. The one that is working, which was done 8 years ago. And in 99.9% case, there is no problem as such. So unnecessarily your eyes are not moving outward, the vision is not moving outward. 80% of your energy is conserved. You feel relaxed, and when eyes feel relaxed, their vision improves also because there is no thought process, nothing to disturb you. Let us, enough for now. We'll continue this talk in tomorrow's session.